One bit of positiveness out of all of this is that I haven't had to use a public toilet in ages. Hello world! Hello! How is everyone? Is everyone good? I hope everyone's good. I don't know what it is, but everything feels new. I hate public toilets. I can't use public toilets. Well, I can use public toilets, obviously. I'm physically capable of using public toilets. I just don't like doing it. All of this staying in thing and it's all just part of life. It is. It's just a process. It's a process we're all going through. And I know it's unusual. It doesn't happen very often. Another good thing about this situation is that I'm up to date with everything. I mean, everything in the house. I still haven't finished my novel and my sitcom. In a year's time, we'll be looking back and thinking, wow, do you remember those times? It's probably partly because it's not my toilet. But you go into a public toilet and you see in the men's toilet, obviously, you get the right. I don't go into women's toilets. I have done probably in emergencies, but generally I don't. But you see like a line of urinals, and then we go in the public. There's always one guy stood in the middle of three. Stand at the end. We went through that. We did. We went through that. When you feel like that, everything is new and sort of to be explored, I guess. It just makes everything brighter and nicer. I got up to date with the washing. I mean, that hasn't happened in years. This whole thing that's happening it'll be over. We'll be back to normal. Hopefully not normal. Hopefully a better normal. A new normal. I don't like that phrase, new normal, but a better world. Come out of this because we've thought about things. We've thought about where we are and what we're doing. My son, my 5-year-old son, he came up with a really good idea because it is the thing about car accidents or car crashes, and he said, well, why don't they make cars out of the same material they make bouncy balls out of? For most people during this, it's not the worst situation in the world. I know there's people losing money and jobs and stuff, but it's hard. A lot of people are going hard, but most people are fine, aren't they? Are they? I don't know, actually. I was short at school. I was really short. Right up till I was about 16, I was the shortest kid. I was definitely the shortest kid in my year, and I was possibly the shortest kid in the school, because I didn't grow from about 11 to 16. I was short. And my son, my 5-year-old son, is short as well. And I hated being short, and I hope he doesn't hate being short, but I'm quite proud in a way that he's like me and short. It's quite a nice day outside. Boing! How exciting would motorway pile-ups be? It's good because it's cheap. He doesn't grow out of his clothes as quick. It's a lovely day. I'm sitting in the room, looking out the window at the sun. It's like a war. I mean, it's not as bad as a war, I suppose. I've never been in a war. I've seen them on the telly. My dad and grandparents talked about them a bit, but I've never seen a war. Thank God. So it's probably not as bad as a war, but it is still a thing. You know, it's still there's bad things happening, people suffering and stuff. You just sort of like during the Blitz in London. It's horrible, I imagine, but you just get on with it. You just sort of do it. You make the best of it. You make the best of the bad situation, which is it's a crappy phrase, but you do. When you've got 2 kids, you just end up with piles and piles of washing. You just can't get through it, but because of the hot weather, and because of not doing much else, we have managed to catch up with the washing. This is a new experience that we're going through. I mean, he's not short. He's little. He's cute. Just everything is new. Everything is new. Try new things. Try new things that you wouldn't have never have tried before. I have, as you've seen. You don't generally stand next to someone in public toilets at the urinals, in the men's toilets. But I feel good at the moment. I feel good. I feel really good. Now I'm tall. I'm slightly over average height, I think. Only slightly. He wouldn't call me overly tall, but he wouldn't call me short anymore. But that should be the thing afterwards as well. The thing, not a motto, but a thing that we aspire to is to try new things. Do something new. Everything should be new. When this is over, everything should be new. Rather than carnage and horror and all that, and being a bad situation, it would turn motorway pile-ups into something. A party. Don't just go back to the old ways. I've been in a public toilet and there's been 4 urinals and there's a guy at either end, which is fine, but then you've got to choose who you're going to stand next to. That is one of life's hardest dilemmas. Who do you stand next to? Because whoever you stand next to, well, they're going to think, well, why did he stand next to me? And the other guy's going to say, why didn't he stand next to me? But life's not perfect. It's not. It barely is perfect. But today, I just feel like, yes. I know I look like an idiot, but I don't care. Boing, cars bouncing all over the place. Even the normal things, even the everyday things should be new. I mean, they will be for a while. You know, we'll go out and hug people and stuff, and see people again, and travel and all that sort of thing. It'll feel new. It'll feel special. But we shouldn't forget that. We shouldn't forget that those things are special. I was bullied a bit at school for being short. Probably not for being short, but because I was short, I was bullied. Because I was little and I wasn't a threat. I wish I'd been a threat. I'm going to do it again! I'm going to do it again! Yeah! I mean, you might get cars all over the place, and then, I don't know, bouncing balls take a while to stop bouncing, so cars, like 4 or 5 cars bouncing all over the place, so it might make the situation worse, but nobody would get hurt and it would just be bouncing. You wouldn't have to drive, you just bounce down the road. Just live! Come on! Get out! No, don't get out. Just live in the moment. But either way, we'll come out of this situation and we'll come back to be able to do stuff again. So it's fine. You just got to live with it. Just treat everything as if it's new, even when it's not. I was in a public toilet once. It was a pub, and I was at the urinal, and there was a little sign by the urinal, and it said, "Who's looking after your bag?" Which is a good idea. Who's looking after your bag? So you make sure you don't leave your bag unattended, so it can get stolen or whatever. Find things that are new. Do things that are new. New. Why would you put the sign by the urinals? Because if you're at the urinal, it's a bit late to start thinking about your bag. Enjoy life. Enjoy life as it is. Enjoy it as it is. It doesn't have to be anything different. I mean, you can strive for something different, but you don't need to. You don't need to strive for anything different. You don't need to strive for anything different. Enjoy what it is at the moment. Live in the moment. Not just the moment. You've got to plan. You've got to plan and look for the future and stuff, and be prepared. But you don't have to go, "Oh, I wish life was like this." You can just take it as it is and go, "I love this. This is lovely. You've got my family. I live in a house. I don't own it, but I live in it, and I can afford it just about. And I've got a garden. Not some people don't have gardens. I've got the sky is up there still. The sky is still up there. So just enjoy that. And you can say, "Oh, I wish I had loads of money. I wish I had a mansion. I wish I could go on a holiday. I wish I could go out to shops that aren't essential. But to the moment, but I can still go to food shops that are essential. So it's fine. It's fine. I bought toilet roll. I managed to buy toilet roll, and how great is that? Just not. You don't go, "Oh, I bought toilet roll. Those bastards all buying toilet roll. What? It's just really bad." Don't think of that. Think of the positive. I managed to get toilet roll. My bag was fine. It was with my friends. Well, obviously, I wasn't at the pub on my own. If I was at the pub on my own, I wouldn't leave my bag on its own. I would have taken it to the toilet with me, which is a bit weird. But my friends had my bag. You know, it was fine. My point is that I spent years being short and not liking it. I didn't mind being short. I just didn't want them to have a go at me for it. It's fine being short. It's fine. Being short is something to be proud of, or not. It's just a thing. It's just the way you are. But I for years I didn't like it, and I lived through that, and now I'm tall. So that's exactly my point. Is that you could be in a bad situation. You think it's going to go on forever, but it doesn't. Something changes. Something happens. You change it. You grow as a person or whatever, and I've grown as a person. I'm the person I am now because I was short when I was a kid, so don't regret it. Well, I can't regret it because it was just the thing that I was, but you just as I say, live in the moment. Be happy that I was short, knowing that one day I'd be tall. I didn't know I was going to be tall, but I am. So everything turned out fine, didn't it?